just finished this one up for a customer. I know a lot of times we see these things laying out. I don't really do a good job taking pics of them because I really don't sell them. They're not on the website. They're one at a time. They're a little bigger than they actually look. That sucker's probably 4 inches across the body and then another inch for the mag slots. Same bag right there, as you see, a little flat. Velcro, both walls inside, Velcro there, and then on the back in the slot, Velcro both walls, so you can put you know, the Velcro adjustable holster, pistol mag cards, or mesh pockets on either wall or both. And there's still quite a bit of room. You can actually load 24 magazines into this thing if you just put mags in. Obviously, you're not going to carry it that way. There's no way to index them. When you pull some out, the others are loose. But for an idea of size, if you took 24 magazines, M4 mags, loaded them up, that is the capacity of the bag. So you can put some water bottles, utility stuff, small netbook in there. You can put your large iPad in there, you know, whatever you want to carry in that thing. And then it's got magazine slots for mags, chargers, you know, whatever. Shoulder strap works in this manner. Wire gate, buckle, same buckles we use on our big bags. And then a key ring just lets you put that in there, and you can put any shoulder strap you like on there, fully adjustable. And then the lid, this is rigid right here. There's dive belt webbing, scuba webbing in there. So to open this, you have this dead spot right here, and it just rips open, and then the Velcro holds that sucker closed. And it's very adjustable. It's adjustable up and down 5 inches of Velcro right there. Jonathan Cam, what's up? Landfill, Homestead, what's going on? Byron Roberts, how are you? Josh, Chase, what's up? Press that thumbs up. Yeah, or guys, you don't even have to hit the thumbs up button. You can just double tap the screen on most devices. Most guys aren't watching this on a laptop or a desktop because 90% of the population, it is said, does not own a computer. Everything is on your personal mobile device now. Today, more Rallymans. You guys have been ordering the shit out of those things. We're running them in batches of 48 back to back to back. Those are with pistols. Without pistols are over there on the floor. These are FUPAs. I think these are danglers. I'm not positive. Nope, those are standard FUPAs. In Woodland, we ran standard FUPAs today in Coyote. There's a few more right there. These are padded shoulder sets, padded suspenders. More FUPAs over here. 1-quart canteens right here. OD black and OD 1 quarts. What else? Mandrake, slim padded H sets. Those just get built one at a time. More Rallyman mag pouches there. Here's another batch right here of multicam. Looks like with pistols. Here are Rallymans with pistols. There are the last of that last batch of NSW admins. FUPAs right there. Here are the first of the padded war belts that have been built by somebody other than myself. I really think hers are better than mine, actually. Yeah, hers are actually tighter than mine are, and mine are pretty damn good. We do have, for all you old school guys, OD Black, all you guys getting all your kit together, medium clothes bags. You can put a ton of gear in there. You can even put a small rifle in there. Out here, just my mess. I don't know what is in line for cutting tomorrow. They cut a ton of shit today. Sugar Skull lightweight hoodies for all you dudes. Fall's coming. All you guys where it's chilly still or going to get chilly. That's the hoodie I wear most of the year. Rallymans without pistols. Rallymans with pistols. Sugar Skulls right there. Here are, what are these? Rallymans, more Rallymans without pistols. Good time to get magazine pouches, guys. Good time to get butt packs. Looks like we have a couple in multicam black, Woodland, OD black. Multicam is over there cut back in line. ATAX IX. I know a lot of you guys like that fashion stuff, that multicam, but boy, does this ATAX stuff actually work if you need it for real. Bifold tool carriers, more butt packs floating around, more bifold tool carriers. Those come with the 2 small and 1 large pocket. I do have day packs up here if somebody wants one. I suspect they are not online. I see a day pack in splatter, and I see 2 in woodland. Usually when that happens, that means it was boxed up to ship and it got double boxed in some manner. There's an ATAX IX day pack up there. Looks like that's the last IX one we had. I think we had 6 of those floating around, and it looks like we're down to 1. If you like that stuff, we have them matching in AK M4 micros. And then we have a lot of options for left-hand stuff. Compact rig. Jeremy Childers will tell you he just got one of these things and he loves it. That thing is 10.5 inches across. It's very, very compact. 4 mags, AR or AK perfectly, with dedicated gunshot wound kit. Lever gun chest rigs, M1 Grand rigs, grocery bags, which will hold, you know, anything. It's not just for, it'll hold ammo cans. All kinds of slings, string backpacks, if you like those for the gym or you want something for your kid, we got all that stuff. These things are for the bags, right? Just pull them out, put them in the top, pull them out the bottom, but they work good for rolls of toilet paper or dish towels, rags, for the workshop, working on the bike, whatever. I buy terry cloths. I don't like the shop towel size. I like the hand towel size like you use in the bathroom. I think they're 10 by 10. They're just a little smaller, more manageable. And when you get them super dirty, I throw them away. They come in packs. I think the best ones I find are from Costco. Sam's Club has them, but Costco ones are better. I like the Costco ones a lot more. And we launder them, bleach them when we just, you know, use them for whatever. But if they're super dirty, I just trash them, or they'll go in a bin with really stained towels, and then I'll use them for wiping up, you know, solvent, motor oil, anything spilled on the floor. Just tapping the screen a lot, maybe giving you a, no, it only does, I think it actually removes it. Chris, what's up? Take the Woodland Day Pack. Yep, compact is awesome. Nice war bags. You want another one? What color do you want? I have 3 more in line right now I need to build. So just let me know what you want. Benjamin Brewer. Would an adaptive plate bag to fit a certain common rig be pain in the ass, special order? I don't know what you mean adaptive plate bag. Premier Body Armor makes 4 specific products to fit our cop rig, our AK-M4 Micro, our FUPA, and our FUPA Dangler, and the and our FUPA XL. It fits all 3, right? The FUPA armor plate fits the Dangler. It's the same profile, same platform. And if you use code SOE at checkout, it will give you 10% off of your order at Premier Body Armor. OD War Bag. Homestead. Are there any more mystery orders coming? There's a ton. We do a mystery. Oh, mystery order. Yeah, we keep talking about it. Guys keep asking for like a monthly subscription t-shirt. But the truth is the t-shirt orders have slowed down. You guys, I have all of these hoodies. We've had them since Monday. I have all of these shirts, and we've had all these for 2 weeks. So I don't know. It's actually much more work for us to do the mystery orders. It's a huge amount of work. It is actually a ridiculous amount of work for us to give you and do giveaways on sample gear. And it's even more work to put, you know, seconds and sample stuff up for sale, because it's just it's a one-off order. There was an old model that dropped into USGI. I don't know Gunwork. I really don't know Gun Monk. Single mag shingles on the shelf. No, not a single one. Send me an email. Tell me that you want that. Let me know what color, and then we can go from there. I say that every night. If you guys are on these lives, you hear me tell guys every night, hey, send an email. If I say that 100 times, 3 of you guys actually send an email. And that's how this shit's all getting built. When you see some piece of kit that's not out there, and guys are always like, hey, I'm waiting for this. I'm like, send me an email. Hey, I put it online, you can order it. And they don't order it, it never gets made till we have an order for it. Some items, we put a custom option, which costs you considerably more. And that's how this blue bag got ordered. we built it, and then we put it up there, and we charge you the same price as the custom, and then guys bought them. Like we've made like, I think there's 30 almost of these things out there at this point. Guys love those blue things. It's all right, appreciate it. See if I can find some shit to email. Right on. Just tapping the screen. Okay, I think we've caught up on all these if you run an 11.5 rifle, you can fit it in a small clothes bag. 14.5 fits well in a medium. Good info, Chase. Ironsight Armory, what's up? Landfill, how are you? Palmetto, I see that you're here. Kiri, good evening. Just jumping in to drop a like, say hi. Get shit done crew arriving for a long work weekend. Nice. Michael Sparks, what's up, man? How are you? Sharing on Noster, thank you, man. Rallyman Mag Pouch, thank you for the link there, Josh. iPad here, Cat Boy, what up? Meow. I'm a real boy. Yeah, I'd never ask to build first. I don't want to be I don't know what we're talking about, man. No worries. Gun monk. We don't do custom work also. Like, you have to be a pre-existing customer. So just email me from your last order confirmation and go, hey, this is what I'm looking for. We're not going to do anything that doesn't already exist in our pattern design system. It's got to be something we make. And then you just let me know what color you want, and we discuss from there. Watched the Wrangler Star video with Evan on radio, and he was pushing your gear. It was great. Not pushing my gear. He's telling people about the gear. Like we're building things that were for him. I've been a fan of Cody for a very, very long time, for a decade. And I actually watched all 3 of the videos, 2 and a short. No, it was 3 videos. Of Evan and Wrangler Star. I listened to those tonight and watched them while I was building this bag right here. I also was watching those. Old burner cap, no worries. Is there a big difference between 500 corduroy and 1,000? Yep, the thread on 1,000 is twice as big as the thread. If you looked at the raw fiber, the thread that it's woven out of, 1,000 is twice the size of 500, and it's a little more abrasion resistant, but it's a lot more heavier. So 500 also, because the weave is tighter, has a much higher definition, better looking print. You think Harris is a Trump head? I don't know what that means. If you don't send an email with a request, don't complain. Yeah, I don't care, Jeremy. I don't give 2 shits. They can complain all they want. The truth is, when they complain, I amplify their complaint. It drives attention, and it raises business from a lot of other people instead of the one person. I bought hundreds of dollars worth of gear on Cody's recommendation. Yeah, go read the comments in there, man. There are some serious little fucking vaginas in there talking shit. And they don't realize that if you click their picture, their avatar, you see all the comments they've made. Every one of them dudes talking shit about the price or you don't need these things. Every fucking comment they've made has been some bullshit. There's not a motherfucker on there saying positive shit that's talking shit on one of those fucking videos tonight. Tim Riley, what's up, man? Never seen anything going on there. Are you just the guy that cleans up at night? Hey, you're banned, Howard. Go fuck off somewhere else. Banned. That's the first one. That might be the coolest dude in the world. I know he can hear us right now. He just can't ever type here again. That might be the coolest dude in the world. Set a fucking example. You were the sacrifice tonight, dumbass. Simple sell point, just buy it. Yeah, I don't need them to, man. I just don't need them to buy it. I don't care. That's what they don't realize. I don't fucking care if they buy the stuff. I could stop taking new customers and still sell everything we make. Just home from Indiana a little bit ago. Long 16-hour days running crane. Did you love it? Radio, hey, I just saw you're on here. What's up, man? Wrangler Star pre-order is a big success, even bigger than the first one. And we're only, 2 days into it? 1 day into it? And it's going to be open for 2 weeks? Talking about you, John. Josh Winnie, not talking about me.
Just the fucking Baofeng guys, and you can get this radio for 35. Well, go get it, dipshit. I have, you know how many radios I've bought? Evan literally said he started his company because Justin Souders was in here selling kit, and Evan was standing in here with him and a couple of other dudes. Jody was selling our gear too here at the show. And guys kept buying, they kept picking up my box of radios here, and they kept meandering in here and picking up. I have boxes of comm gear, night vision laying around. Like, what makes you think to walk in here and try to buy this? I see it as you're the most dishonest motherfucker in the world when you walk in here and you're like, hey, how much is this drone? Fuck off. But Evan said so many people asked for these. Hey, how much is this radio? He's like, I'm going to start selling radios. And that's how, I'm sure that he had that idea in his head previously. But that was the catalyst to launching. And I'm like, you're probably not going to start a business. And he did. I think before he even left here that night, he said, hey, here's the website. Hey, here's the URL. Hey, here's the social media. Same guy looks at a $600,000 house and says he could build it himself for $200,000. Yeah. Actually, what he says is, I can get a mobile home, a used single wide mobile home for $3,000. Somebody gave me a single wide mobile home. It's 72 feet long. It still cost me fucking $6,000 to move that piece of shit. The gun monk. Who are you? Since this is your burner account, give me something so I recognize you. Awesome. I'll send you some videos. Chase, badass, man. Wrangler Star is a dual-edged sword. He used to be a bad alcoholic and does make dangerous decisions. Low life. Keep your bullshit to yourself, man. I know your father. I've never met you. I have a lot of relationship and history with Wrangler Star. So whatever, man. I saw on Wrangler Star, people were saying everybody's made mistakes in the past. Most people would be a felon. So what that tells me is there's some fucking dude on there who has me blocked, who I can't see, or some guy I've banned and I can't see him talking shit about me. I can't even see his comment. I don't care, dude. I was in federal prison, Lompoc. I was on CNN for 3 days in a row. I was on every cover of every West Coast newspaper. I don't care. Let's pull your history. These are big. Okay, we've read all of these. I was a guy, bought Baofeng and never programmed it. I still, you know what? We were talking about Evan today, about him starting the company and the pre-programmed radios and how valuable it is just to have them. And I said, you know, I've got 20 radios in here that don't talk to each other. And Scully said, do you have any program radios now? I said, I still have no program radios. I have no program radios. And he goes, that's always the deal, man. The guy that builds the nicest houses always has the shittiest house. Most people don't have a history or to even, yeah, that's true. I was a guy that bought Baofengs, never programmed me a bunch of E's. Fuck yeah, it would. I intended to go order radios from Evan last night and just fucking fell asleep before I got to it. Looking at my load I got today, started to attach it all nice. We will stop on the way home. I will correct that. I can program them. I'm not looking to do it. Yeah, fuck. Me neither. Low life. I'm not offended, bro. I just don't know why you would come into my conversation with that. Like, why? Like, what does that add to this? What do you gain from it? Are you trying to warn people?
All I asked about was a plate bag and can send him footage of me saving myself. I don't know what that's about. Watch my mother die of alcohol. Yeah, it sucks, dude. That sucks.
I can't say that I understand it. I stop drinking when I want to stop drinking. I have had a couple drinks at dinner in the last, I don't know, not this SRF, but the one before, about a year. I've had some alcohol at dinner, one drink, maybe 6 times. I stopped drinking at home. I used to drink every single night. I sleep better when I drink. I also look much better in the mirror when I don't, just a single drink. And for you guys that are like, well, tequila has no carbs. All alcohol metabolizes to sugar. So I can't say I understand the addiction thing, right? I've never smoked weed. I've never fucking used cocaine, meth, any of that shit. I can't say that I understand it.
I ran a crane in the melt shop, 200 tons of scrap metal, putting it into the caster melt. Man, every time I have a dude in here that tells me he works for like US Steel, I'm like, let me see the videos of the steel coming down the line, shooting up all over the place. Like everybody that works at a steel plant has a video of catastrophic failures. It's fucking wild, man. Everyone has a past. What you do in the present, make yourself, yeah, man. Alcoholism leads to much familial drama. Never thought it worth it. Not old enough for a CCW yet, but just curious how you run your EDC belts. I assume they are made to order. They are made to order. Get a low profile, has the most adjustment, and that's how you're going to run it. But I don't really see the question you're asking me, how I run my EDC belts. You're going to buy a belt that is the size of the pants you wear. Now, if you carry outside the waist, it doesn't matter. Buy a belt the size of the pants you wear. If you carry in the waist, it also doesn't matter, because if you're carrying in the waist, depending how much shit you're carrying in your waist, you're going to buy a pant that is 1 or 2 sizes too large, and you're going to buy a belt that fits that pant, the same size as the pants you wear. How you put them out to sell. It doesn't matter. You just said you just said you're not buying one. Buy a belt. That's the deal. It's going to take a while to get it. If we have to discuss time, if that's what you're asking, I wouldn't buy my belt, buddy. Some of the videos of lithium battery. Oh shit! Just watch an electric car on fire. Just watch a Tesla on fire. Did you see the video about Elon Musk says he has a water-powered engine? He's switching shit over to hydrogen instead of electric batteries. Did you see that? Remember as a kid, driving by the steel mills in Ohio, crazy how hot must be. My grandfather worked 30 years in the mill. Also several uncles. Yeah, that's dirty work, man. Strong men. Some of the videos. Yeah, I got a buddy that does worked at a galvanizing place. They galvanized the big pieces for cell towers. I think he said it was 165 degrees in there. My son works at an aluminum plant. They take recycled aluminum, melt it down into ingots. The ingots get shipped out to make Reynolds aluminum wrap. And it's upwards of 200 degrees in parts of that building. Electric car fires suck, very dangerous. Yeah, hell yeah. Pant size, belt size, always what I heard. Yeah, it says it right. It says it literally on every page of the website. Not to the kid who asked. I say kid because he said he's not old enough to have a CCW. Literally every single page you order a belt says literally this. It says, order a belt the size of the pants you wear. If you wear a pants that says 32 on the tag, you need a 32-inch belt. That's literally what it says. And guys will order from these categories. Well, it said 32 to 36, or it said 30 to 36. No, there's a drop-down menu in there. That page allows you to order and select 30, 32, 34, or 36. It's a drop-down menu. I work in fiberglass reinforcement plant and walk in ovens That's fucking nuts, dude. Just wanted to say you have the absolute best zippers on your. I know.
I don't know why other companies don't.
Look at that. There's no soap in those pipes. Look at that. There's soap there.
Where's all the other soap? She just pulled soap. I think she cut it also.
Here it is. Look at that. Look at that little Tiff Blue fan.
And look at all these caps. God, this shit smells good.
Look at all of that. Teaching part-time police academy tech this weekend should be a good time. I see a super chat. I did not see this here. Dale Young. Hey, thanks for the super chat there, man. Appreciate you. First super chat on the live stream. Thank you, man.
Guys, we recorded over a 2-hour Pulling the Thread podcast. That comes out to members at the $10 level. For guys listening that aren't sure about the membership, everybody in this stream that has a star after their name in the circle, those are all members. And they come out free about 6 months after the fact. You don't have to be a member. But current events, and also as a member, we post a question section once a week. You ask questions, and my wife and I sit down and build you a podcast that's between 90 minutes and 3 hours. We try to add as much actionable, valuable information on your topic as possible. You ask me a question, we're going to give you the ideas of what we would do and how we would scale and what we would do. That can be homesteading, can be raising a family, can be business, can be social media, whatever it is that you want to talk about.
Working on a 1910 Smith & Wesson model 1903. Very cool. Wait, I get a star. Berserker.
For people that weren't on the live earlier, Berserker, we actually picked him as a winner to send some gear to, but he wasn't a Patreon member. When we do a live and we pick a winner for gear, you have to be on the Patreon. That's $10 also. I know. We make you do both of them because I want a separation. So if we get banned on YouTube, we still have access to you on Patreon. Also, Patreon has a chat feature where we have a live chat going where you guys can talk amongst yourself. And then I can also pull any of those guys and have a private message with them. YouTube used to do that. They got rid of it, I don't know, maybe a decade ago.
Sitting at home. Have medical on me. Bob Berserk. Boo Berserker. Membership well worth it. Don't buy a Pepsi. Buy a member. Guys,
I actually went to a fucking Burger King drive-thru the other night, and the only thing we ordered, one Whopper with bacon and cheese. That fucking hamburger was $10. Just the hamburger. No drink, no fries, nothing else. One single hamburger, $10.
Carrying my stack right to the class to demonstrate why medical isn't nice. Nice. What up, Amanda John? Have a good day. We did. We had a very good day. Yep. Kind of mask do they have to wear for that much gal? Oh, I don't know, man. That dude
Showed up unannounced, moved here from New York, and he worked in a copper mine. And when we hired him, he had like copper penny stains around the collars of his shirt and under his arms. And after a couple of weeks of him wearing all of that, I gave him one of every shirt we wore. For the next 6 months, he would sweat, and all the brand new shirts I gave him were stained with that turquoise copper color. It was coming out in his sweat for a half a year. He actually worked here for, I don't know. I'll bet you he worked here for 6 years. And he still lives local here. Still lives local.
quit working the food when you quit eating working overseas. Yeah.
I have fast food maybe every 3 months.
Doing 2 egg, 2 piece of bacon breakfast last 2 weeks. I have
About 4 eggs, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of bacon, large piece of ham or steak, and then usually 2. I had 3 pieces of French toast this morning, and then yesterday pancakes. Sky makes all that stuff. He took strawberries, chopped them up, and then put them on the grill. And then I had a bourbon infused maple syrup over the top of those. Chuck Peoples has a friend that makes maple syrup, among a lot of other things. And then he also gave me, or I traded him gear for him, a couple of bottles of Chipotle maple syrup also.
fritters. Oh yeah, I'll eat donuts. I'll destroy any one of you on donuts. You walk in here with donuts, I'll eat. It's like Scully and I were talking about that on the live today. He's like, you got to train for sheet cake. I'm like, I'll allow to eat you with sheet cake as long as you give me a gallon of milk. How about we go weight for weight? I'll eat donuts, you eat sheet cake. Costco chicken is the nuts, right on. Bread fucks me up after a few months without it. Trying it now is major stomach pain. You're probably much better for it. You're probably very good for it. The hack is going to Costco and getting $5 chickens. $25 will feed you all week. Yep, those chickens are horrible though. 50% of the weight of any chicken at Costco or grocery store is injected saline. Those are rapid hen-house grown hens, as everybody knows. I eat them also. Walmart used to have a pretty decent rotisserie chicken. A Walmart chicken nowadays is about the size of a dove. Like it's insane. You're like, is this really even a chicken? Like if we bring back 6 of them, I typically throw 2 of them away. Love the peanut cover. I don't like peanuts at all. You're a weirdo. You're a fucking weirdo. Nobody likes peanuts or peanut butter. Good evening. Will you be making active shooter bags? No, they don't sell. We build them and they sit here fucking forever. What color do you want? Eat mostly grilled chicken, oats, eggs, random beef, right on. I need to be eating a lot more beef than we've been eating. I need a lot more just fucking steak. Of course, I'm a weirdo. Moved to the middle, and yep, rotisserie pigeon. Josh, am I wrong? You've seen it. As you say, single lead it. Yeah, single lonely women with really big dogs. If you see a chick with a Great Dane, and there's not a dude around there, she's got a lot of peanut butter in the cupboard. Some back alley squab. Yeah, they'd probably be healthier. Nutty donuts always seem like, yeah, it's like sprinkles. Nobody wants sprinkles, especially those fucking weirdo flat ones. OD would be perfect. What are we talking about? OD active shooter bag. Are we talking active shooter bag or are we talking the modular active shooter bag? Mag pouches on the front or modular? Eggshells make you a man. You really hate peanut butter? No, I eat peanut butter. I would prefer chunky peanut butter over smoothie peanut butter. I don't like peanut butter. I like peanut butter and jelly, and not jelly, preserves. Smucker's, which is horrible, I'm sure, makes a great cherry preserve. I like anything with big pieces of fruit. I don't want the clear like gelatin jelly. Giving a beef fundraiser Monday. Told you, yeah, man. I heard. I do. I remember. Pecan waffles totally would do that. Waffles beat pancakes. They hold more syrup. I will go to Cheesecake Factory specifically to get their Belgian waffle with strawberries, and I'm like, don't bring me any of that bullshit strawberry you put on them cheesecakes. Bring me strawberries. I don't care what you got to charge me. Bring a bowl full of strawberries. I'm going to put that on there.
with the whipped cream, and I'm going to put syrup over the top of that. Americans, right? That's why I'm a fat kid, because I like dessert breakfast. Big fruit. Got to go with whole food strawberry parfait. I could do that. I could absolutely. Active shooter bag, modular, or pouches. Send me an email, man. Just email me through the website. Let me know. Team Crunchy. Yeah, Team Crunchy all the way. And if you guys don't know what we're talking about, Team Crunchy, Bear talks about peanut butter crunchy is the only way. And they're going to have a tug of war at the Ruckus, which will be in Arkansas. And there's going to be Team Crunchy and Team Smooth or whatever. Well, I don't even know what you call those homos that don't eat crunchy peanut butter. Will a home sewing machine sew 1,000 Cordura? I want to try to make my tool roll up. You can make it do it. It won't do it for long. And a lot of times when you're doing Cordura, right, you're going to have a lot more layers than you think you are. Like right here. You're going to edge tape this. This is 2 layers of Cordura right here. When we put edge tape, it's going to be 4 layers. And right here where I have this pleat, it is already 6 layers. Now, if you wanted to make this clean and you didn't want to put edge tape on this, you would fold those edges under, thus doubling your edge. So right here it is with the edge tape on here. So, you know, depending where you're going and what you're sewing, on our Rallyman mag pouches, we're sewing through 13 layers of material. Home sewing machine ain't doing it. Is there some bad ingredients they add to creamy peanut? Oh, I don't know. I would suspect if you look at most peanut butter on the grocery store shelf, it doesn't just say peanuts. A lot of people don't remember when we were kids. You guys remember going to a grocery store or even Walmart? I think even when I moved here 18 years ago, you would walk in Camden Walmart, there was a tank of fucking lobsters, live lobsters in every Walmart, every grocery store. That shit doesn't exist anymore. But every grocery store when I was a child, you would take out a cup or a container, you would push the button, and the machine would just crunch peanuts and turn them into peanut butter and fill your cup up. And every time you wanted to use that peanut butter, you had to stir it to put the oil back in there. That's not the case anymore. I'm sure you can get some only ingredients is peanuts, peanut butter out there, but I would suspect that most of it has multiple ingredients. Just like if you look at the packaging, the ingredients on meat at the grocery store. The only fucking ingredient in chicken should be chicken. It shouldn't say anything else, but a lot of it has other shit with it. Whole Foods, good peanut butter, right on. I'm going to reverse engineer some stuff and send it back to you just to see how bad I did. I remember the live tanks, and yeah, I do too, man. There is a country market here where you can make your own peanut. That's cool, man. That's cool. I remember watching that shit as a child. Xylitol, yep. Don't use a lot of syrup. Typically the waffles, French toast, etc. is sweet enough. Yeah, even the stuff Sky makes tastes good without it. Smucker's has a plant in Memphis. It is impressive. Man, Memphis has some good abandoned shit. Have you seen the big huge silo and the stairwell at the old feedlot? Used to be a animal pet food place. That place is for sale, by the way, and it's got 7 train lines running through it. Pretty cool. It'd make a really cool venue. But we went through there middle of the night, pouring rain. So we didn't go up the tower. I think it's 13 stories. The rain was pouring down in the stairwell. But Amanda and I ran through there maybe last year. There's a closed down Navy torpedo test facility. Has these big pools inside, and there's even a torpedo in one of them in that facility there. That's an abandoned place. There's some cool places in Memphis. Some old, they call them children's hospitals. They were really asylums and home for the, they used to have all kinds of different code words. They weren't asylum. Company called Winco has self-grind peanut butter, right on. I remember hearing Winco.
Just freaking dagnac cool. What's the going price? I'm not sure what we're talking about. I was told tonight Old West Steakhouse in Paris is way better. Way better than Country Western.
Nah, some fucking idiot told you that. I mean, were they wearing white tennis shoes from Walmart? Because that's typically who says that shit. That place is the place with the buffet there. That place is nasty as fuck.
Mr. Peanut butter make picked up when I was a kid. Yeah, you can use a Vitamix or a food processor to do it. Local Kroger had a peanut grinder. What's a good starter machine that's not $2,000? James, join my membership here. It's $10.
Get on my Q&A this week. Ask the question. I will give you an in-depth answer. I've literally answered that question every single night. I have just go back and watch any of my lives. I'm not going to tell you. Pay the $10. Join my membership. I will give you enough information on your first question that it'll be well worth your $10.
Country Western's awesome. They're closed on Monday. I'm pretty sure they were fucking closed on Sunday too.
They overcook their meat though. I order rare in order to get medium rare. And even then sometimes it's beyond medium rare. They have a great margarita in there though.
Pachanga won't let me in the butt. Pachanga!
Are we talking Pachanga in California outside of San Diego? That Pachanga?
What up, bro? When did you decide to transition? Funny. The funnier part is you'll never be seen here again. Howdy, y'all. I'm late today. Right on. We just opened a jar of Jif natural peanut butter, bought in June 21. It was fine. Yeah. The more stable you keep it, the more stable it will remain. Peanuts with the red candy dipped in them. I don't know nothing about that. Country Western had Mr. Peanut. All right, we've read all these. I was told to, yeah, whatever.
Whoever told you that, just think, do I want to be that person? You fucking don't want to be that person.
Try to stop at Country Western when I'm in Camden, want to support local.
Yeah, it's changed. For guys talking Country Western that have been at Stack Response years ago, different place, different owner, way different menu. We walk in there, we always sit outside, we do our thing, we eat, we pay, we walk out the side gate.
Wise person could just pay attention to your video, show them yeah, no shit.
I literally, I say it all the time. And with the $10 membership, you get access to all those videos anyways. I promise you, I fucking promise you, if you listened to the lives that Amanda and I do just on your way to work every day, it would fucking change your life. There's something in every one of them that every one of you could put into motion that would make you it would make your life better.
We rescued a dog this month. He was in a crate for 3 years, emaciated, never groomed, puppy mill. He wasn't stable to use for breeding. Got it? TJ is growing a crunchy peanut butter arm. Yeah, because peanut butter is better. Crunchy peanut butter.
But I can eat peanut butter if I have to. It's never going to be my choice though. If you ever see me at a grocery store and you see peanut butter in my cart, there's going to be some fancy fucking bread in there, some artisan bread, and there's going to be preserves of some sort.
I just found your channel today, Tuesday, and just started sewing 2 weeks ago. No worries, James. No worries at all, man. No problem. So what are you sewing with, James?
What are you saying, Todd? Saying Todd.
I like using tortillas with bananas and crunchy peanut. Right on. Josh
used to make me some very fancy peanut butter and jellies and grilled cheese sandwiches.
Happy SOE package in the mail. Right on. I didn't even know you ordered anything. Why do you love exploring abandoned buildings so much? Just wondering why it is such a passion of yours.
Because you can go back to a point in history. It's like the asylums, for instance, right? We can go to a place where absolutely crazy shit happened, and you can look around and kind of vision it. We were in an asylum. Well, we've been in several of them. And there's always a set in the lower level where there are multiple doors. There is a very heavy steel door, and when you open the very heavy wooden door, you just see through. And just the crazy shit that happened there. And a lot of them, the medical devices are still there. The operating rooms are still there. The hydrotherapy tubs. So it's a point where you can go back in history, and you don't see the curated perspective of the museum, right? They say that 90% of everything in the Smithsonian museums is never on display. I don't want to see the thing they're trying to show us. I want to see the shit they don't want us to see. And there's a little bit of danger and excitement to that also, T. Like the hospitals and the asylums, there's always a subterranean. There's always tunnels. And you go to a place where just crazy shit happened in a point in history that we only read about. So I guess that's part of it, just seeing the old stuff. I remember butchering the food we ate at grandmother's farm 45 years ago. Beef, cattle, chicken, pigs, yep. Some people still do that, man. Detroit urban exploring is fun. Also can dress up and pretend it is postal. But yeah, you certainly can, man. There's some wild shit in Detroit. When is Black Scout going to be invited to SRF? He's invited every time. We thought he was coming last time, actually. That's really cool. I think that would be interesting and a little... Well, T, you can go with us. They have to trespass you for it to be a crime. It has to happen a second time. And as you know, as a lawyer, trespassing only applies to the exact location. So if you go to a second location and they trespass you again, they still cannot arrest you. Or at least the lawyer we spoke to, you know my lawyer. They can arrest you. They might book you, but, you know. Every year, sometimes 2 or 3 times. Where the experiments took place. Yes, and some of it still has evidence of experiments. So I was curious when American Horror Story came out. The first season was Asylum. And I started searching asylums. I actually was searching castles for sale in the United States. And something came up around that time about an asylum. And I was searching asylums for sale. And there was an asylum for sale on an island in Chicago. And it was several hundred acres, had its power generating facility, its own fire department, had a farm. And I was just curious about this shit. So I started looking further into this, and it led me to other links. And I was reading a lot of the doctors from Nazi Germany were brought here under Operation Paperclip. The same time Huntsville, Alabama stood up and NASA started. Same deal. We brought a bunch of these doctors here, and they nested in the asylums, and they continued their experiments on people who basically their families put them in the asylum. Their families were not involved in their lives anymore. When you had an unwed young daughter, you would send her away. A lot of those people ended up in asylums. Up until 1950, you could just drop your woman off at the asylum. If she ain't doing the dishes or whatever, you got a new wife, you just lock that, you could literally drop her off. Crazy people. When you're around, a lot of them weren't crazy at all. They eventually became crazy. Most of them never made it out of there. Most of them are buried on the properties of those asylums. But what they started seeing in the early 2000s, they started trying to reclaim these places. And they're lead paint. They've been left unair conditioned. When you leave a building unair conditioned for a few years, mold starts to grow. The lead paint cracks, that crazy looking paint. When you turn off the heat, air, and electricity, that's when that paint starts cracking. That's lead paint typically. There's always asbestos also. So it took a lot of abatement. They wanted to come through, harvest the copper, harvest the cast iron from the fire suppressions and stuff that were added later on. And when they started unfitting these places, the work crews started finding hidden laboratories. All the notes, all the files, a lot of them were still there. They were all in German. And that's kind of when I'm like, well, Where is the nearest asylum to me? And that's when we started doing urban exploration. I'm not worried about trespassing. Lead paint blocks the radio waves. A lot of people think that, man. Look up vase-line glass, right? Radiation glass. A lot of people say that drinking from those glasses actually heal you. Why did we go away from copper pipes? A lot of people say copper changes the electricity of the water and also kills and negates a lot of the chemicals in the water. And it is much healthier to drink all of your liquid, all of your water from a copper cup. Look into that if you've not heard that. Not worried about trespassing. My passion is fishing, and I've had to do the best fishing is on golf courses. Always the best fish, golf course. My asylum patients, were they actually crazy, or did they have too much knowledge of how things work? Dean, I'm with you, man. Mud flood? Absolutely. Look up, for people that don't know what we're talking about, I would look up orphan train. I would also search incubator babies, Coney Island, and just start looking at some of that stuff. Not once is oxidized. Not once it's oxidized from my understanding. Tartaria, yeah, I'm well aware. So if we used a silver alloy, would it be antimicrobial? There's a lot of people out there that say to clean water, they used to use silver coin. Also look up, colloidal silver generation. All the eugenics. Yeah, eugenics, it's funny, right? You hear so many negative things about eugenics today, but they are 100% on board with Planned Parenthood. Eugenics, the charter for eugenics is word for word also the charter for Planned Parenthood. When people realized what eugenics was and it became a household name, they rebranded it as Planned Parenthood. The Oddfellows, breeding homes and orphanages. Yes, there was a home for old Masons in Nashville. It burnt down a few years ago. You can still see it. The outside of it's still there. The second floor is burned through into the basement. It's in Nashville. There's a chain link fence around it. I've been kicked out of quite a few golf courses in Middle Tennessee for trespassing. Just don't eat the fish you catch at a golf course. Chemicals galore. Got it. I love catching fish. I don't like fishing. I would much rather sit with ultralight tackle and catch little tiny fish than sit and try to catch just one large fish. As long as we're catching fish, I'm fishing. If I go more than 5 minutes without a fish, we're done fishing. Silver and Garlic. Dr. Meyer Monkey. Don't read that book. What's Dr. Mary's Monkey? Tell me about it. Huge MK network. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'd much rather sit in the cold hunting and not see anything than go fishing and catch fish. Well, you're a weirdo. AI just told me orphan trains just moved kids from eastern cities to western farms. I'm sure that's the whole story, yeah. My grandpa Hanley's house was covered with blue asbestos siding. Guys, we used to put asbestos on children's playgrounds instead of sand. What did I get today? What did I get? I got this mosquito head net, which works awesome over a boom. I got some others. Oh, I ordered these 8-inch scissors. Do these motherfuckers look like 8-inch scissors to you? That's a 3-inch fucking blade. These guys, and I read all the comments. I read all the description. I bought them all to see. I knew one of them was going to be stupid short. I definitely didn't think it was going to be the fucking 8-inch scissor. Do I think they knew asbestos? Do you know they put out, there was a cigarette brand that had asbestos filters? The filter you sucked the smoke through. You know, cigarettes aren't bad. It's when they added the chemicals to the cigarettes that people started dying. There's dudes out there 100 years old that smoked since they were fucking 10 years old. Cigarettes didn't used to kill people. It's when big tobacco fucking took over that cigarettes started killing people. Look at this. I don't even know where this came from. I haven't seen these in months. What a trip. Where did that come from? My ex-wife felt the same way about my 8 inches. Have you guys seen this? From tip to tip. Have you read Operation Paperclip book? I have not. I have not read it. I'm really not a reader, man. I collect books. I have a lot of books. If I sit down and read, I get through fucking half a page and I'm asleep. Because they are in bed with corporate medical. Yeah. The same people that make you sick own the same company for the thing that keeps you alive. It's not a cure. They give you one pill, and they have to sell you 2 more so the first pill doesn't kill you. Yeah, audiobooks. Yep. I know I've watched every video on YouTube about Paperclip, but I've not read the book. Operation Paperclip brought 35,000 German scientists and their families here after the war. Yes, yeah, some of them landed at Walt Disney. There are German swastikas still to this day around Disneyland. And that rocket that was or still is in Tomorrowland, that was an actual V2 German rocket. Am I going to go to the 30-mile yard sale this weekend? The problem with our 30-mile yard sale is it's in people's front yards and there's nowhere to park. I went to a 100-mile, 140-mile yard sale a couple of weekends ago in East Tennessee, and they don't do it at people's houses anymore. It's done all up and down the freeway in parking lots and massive fields. So when you park, you walk into a field, there are enormous circus tents, like when you were a little kid and you went to the circus, enormous, like 50 of them in a field. So you'd go through all the tents in about 30, 40 minutes. You get in the car, drive up the road about 5 miles, and there was another field. And those fields like that go all the way up to Ohio. It's massive. Our yard sale, I don't go to it. It is such a fucking wreck. It's just a traffic jam the whole fucking 30 miles. Getting ready to, and it starts on Thursday, man. So if you're gonna do it on Thursday. There's a huge flea market by my best friend's house. I collect classic games and consoles. Right on. Guys, I go to antique stores. I see games and console shit all the time. Old shit. Is the old picture in the old picture, have you noticed nobody smiled? In the old pictures. Yeah, I see tintypes and photos and shit all the time. Yeah, we actually look through quite a bit of that stuff. We find a lot of photographs and patient records in a lot of the places we go to. We were in a asylum, and they had huge laundry carts, and they had these big, like waxed manila folder, but they're dark brown, and they opened up like a trapper keeper. And every one of them, when you opened up, it had the patient's ID card or driver's license in there, and it had their social security card, and it was their entire patient history record, and every one of them said deceased. And they had all kinds of shit like lobotomies, electroshock therapy, hydrotherapy. It was all of the doctor's notes and records on the patient, and every one of these files was, I don't know, 3 to 4 inches thick. Considered a serious affair to get your picture taken back in the 18. Yeah, I think you had to sit for a long time too. Find any of the old funeral photos of dead people. Yeah, we see that. I find hair stuff, mourning tubes, like, you know, tear vials, especially from like Civil War era. And the city is repaving. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a fucking wreck too. They didn't smile because of how long you had to hold. Got it. I'll be working, not going yard sale. Right on. They do a garage sale by me. Okay, we read this. River, 40 miles long. It's the most annoying. Yeah, if you live there, man, you hate it. Have you seen the swastika government building in California? The airport in Colorado is laid out as a swastika. At Denver. There's a farmer from China who didn't know the etiquette, and he made a huge smile with noodles in his hand. It's considered a very iconic photo. Got it. What's up, Angel? What's up? Guys, I'm about to jump off of here. We'll go for a few more minutes. Anything you want to see before we get off here? Comments, statements, anything like that? Where do I sign up? I found your Patreon, but there's only a $5 and a $20 no 10. I don't think that's correct. Sign up for the $5. That'll get you on the Patreon. There's a $10 membership here on YouTube. We make content on both places that is completely separate based off of questions and comments that you guys make. We make a video every week for you off of the questions and comments. Denver Airport has some weird, yeah, super weird. Super weird. Nice mystery. I have 80 some, 85 some packs. Probably 30 of them are mystery ranches. We talked about that on video today. Somebody was asking about if he had to bug out for 9 miles to get home to his wife, what should be the thoughts and considerations and such. And I had just said, I'm setting up 4 more bags, one for myself, one for Amanda, that sits in 2 other trucks, and I'm setting up identical items in each of them. These are 2 of those bags right here. Look at Coronado Base in California. There's a swastika building there. Right on. I didn't know that. I've been there many times. Everybody get your text message tonight. Everybody all you guys asking about when are the padded belts coming out? When are the padded belts? When are the padded belts? If you're a 30 or a 32, the padded belts are already out in Multicam and Woodland. They went up last night. Whenever you guys see those pre-releases, the pre-releases at a reduced price, we run them for 24 hours and then they go up. So if you're holding until it can ship the same day, you are never going to get one of them. Have a good night, T. Tell your woman I said what's up. Would you consider doing a video about these bags for the $20 level on Patreon? What bags are we talking about, AJ? What are we talking about? Thanks for asking my question. Have a great... Yeah, absolutely, James. Have a good night. I'm going to go and have some protein and shut down for the night. 34, 36 going to be available next. Yes, eventually they will be. Will a pull-out med tray and a cat tourniquet
fit in a Rallyman?
Yes, they will, but why don't you put it on the side of the Rallyman, put one on each side, attach it to the pals, or put it in a tourniquet pouch, which fully covers it and keeps it out of UV, and then put your med tray on the inside of the Rallyman. Then you can carry a lot more items, and it doesn't take up the room of the cat. Bug out bags, you're putting... Yeah, once I have them together, I will. I'm watching tons and tons of content right now about that from 5 or 6 different sources and just compiling. I'm listening to them over and over and then thinking about application and then seeking them out and looking for options. We'll be going with a Rallyman subload. Okay, right on. That'll give you 3 mags and 3 mags, pistol on each side. And then that Rallyman, like even the Marine Corps, they got issued, they bought the patrol pouches, the patrol subloads, which is the Rallyman. The Rallyman just has a more adjustable lid on it. But they would carry 3 M4 mags and then put a Pelican box in the other one for E&E and different items. Why would you want to dig into a pouch to access a tourniquet, have it immediately accessible? Do not use logic here, Homestead Medical. UV kills cat. Yeah, UV kills everything. The most damage done to equipment on my property comes from sunlight, not usage. Somebody said something the other day on one of the videos. They said lot rot. That's a very good way to put it. And the answer to that, Homestead, is he probably just doesn't know. It seems like a good idea. Or maybe it's a secondary or tertiary or cinco-orary. What's that, 5? I don't know how you, what, primary, secondary, tertiary, what's 4 and 5? 1 is none, 2 is 1, 3 is for me, 4 if it's free. I don't know, it keeps going. I know there's a little rhyme to it. PD work, tertiary, armor and belt, right on. Quaternary, is that real or are we making that up? I didn't even know you were here, Bang Bang, what's up? I think we answered lots of you. I think Jeff answered lots of your shit today. What'd you ask about, 338 or 300? It's real, okay, got it. Do you use Rogue Rack? Yeah, I have Rogue Racks. I have quite a bit of Rogue stuff. Nice equipment, man. It's a Lego. They are very smart in how they have marketed and done their gear. It's like buying a Toyota truck. Yeah. Hey, how's your daughter's lip doing? That's right. All right, guys. Out. See you guys tomorrow. We have some content that went up, so check it out. Leave some comments. Share it. I have one in each visor, each door pocket in the truck, right on. This house taking a lot of time right now. I'm trying to power through on my days. That's badass, dude. Her lip is great. Barely a scar. Nice. Nice. All right, guys. We'll see you later.